Hi, I'm David Rybacki. I'm the founder and creator of VKTR Industries. Previously, we built a company called Drg Manufacturing and White Label Armory. So White Label Armory and Drg Manufacturing really lived in the OEM world. We'd have 200 plus OEM customers that we manufacture for. We run highly robotic cells, and we run 10,000 plus bulk carrier groups a month, 8,000 plus barrels. We kind of control the processes from beginning to end in-house. The processes we put in to make sure that you can walk away from it for 16 hours a day and run one shift of labor allow us to make a very consistent and accurate product, because if you want to walk away for 16 hours, it has to be perfect every time. We kind of accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, so I was able to sell it to my sisters. They run it now and do everything good. And then we really wanted to get into complete weapon systems after doing the parts manufacturing. And now being able to take that manufacturing capability and truly deliver a game-changing short stroke piston self-regulating gun VK-1, my passion is now, and building that company and growing it. Knowing after 10 years in the industry with the contacts and everything else, we were able to purchase an ambidextrous lower receiver that we really thought was the best on the market for the intuitive way that the features function. And then working with the legendary founder and creator of the Lettner Weiss Rifle Company, LWRC, as an advisor, and by being able to license his portfolio of patents and his technology and the way his brain works on short stroke piston systems and that kind of stuff is crazy. The final result is a complete weapon system called the VK-1 from VKTR Industries that really allows us to give you a out-of-the-box shooting experience that is unrivaled by anybody else in the industry. Being able to regulate gas mid-stroke for the first time in the history of a firearm is crazy. The shooting experience for the shooter is so flat, you really have to take it out and shoot it yourself to really feel the difference. So with our short stroke piston system, we get a patented removable gas block, which allows us to use a one-piece op rod. And for the first time in a short stroke piston system, you get 6 holes. You get 3 holes for function, and you get 3 holes for dumping gas out of the system. So once the system is functioned, what we want it to reset as fast as possible. So being able to bleed gas off mid-stroke after function really allows the system to shoot flat and stay really consistent and accurate. By being able to open all 6 holes, open 4.5 holes, or some varying degree of fully open to not fully open, mattering on pressure, is allowing us to put a suppressor on, take a suppressor off, shoot 55 grain ammo, shoot 77 grain ammo. It doesn't matter, because the system will dump the extra gas normal guns can't do. And then we get to our Panded Cam Path. Stoner wanted 22.5 degrees from here to here. Stoner's cam path, legacy cam path that everybody else in the industry uses, is 20.7 degrees. So you're stuck a little bit further back in the system and that kind of stuff. So your cam pin rubs against the upper wall, and your lugs on the back here hit the lugs on your extension ever so slightly as they come out. By getting to a true 22.5 degrees, our cam pin is fully top dead center, and our lugs fully disengaged from the lugs on the extension. But what it actually gave us, which was an unintended consequence, but we actually really, really like, is it gave us 2 degrees of dwell. And those 2 degrees longer of dwell time allowed us to dump 15 to 20,000 PSI of gas out of the operating system before the bolt carrier group goes to function. We're able to run a carbine spring and a carbine buffer and really keep a really soft shooting, flat shooting experience. Everybody that we get to convince to actually go and shoot the firearm and shoot the gun really sees a crazy difference. So here we have our fluted combat barrel. It's a hammer forged barrel. We straight flute it for rigidity and weight reduction. And then inside the flutes, we shot peen and sandblast so that we get a million little cups and that kind of stuff in there for heat reduction and heat loss as a heat sink in the system there. So with the complete rifle system and our 10.5-inch SBR here for law enforcement and duty use and that kind of stuff, The handguard is actually part of our padded system. So the handguard supports our barrel nut, obviously, and it also supports our spring cup. So the handguard being able to hold the spring cup after it self-aligns allows us to really offer a complete system in this with the handguard and everything. But you get M-locks on 3, 6, and 9, and then we machine every surface of our handguard. So this is our VKTR Industries VK-1 fully ambidextrous lower receiver. So we can release the bolt carrier group on the right side, again, just using your trigger finger. But more importantly, we can catch it also. So being able to catch and release is awesome. So this is the 16-inch VK-1. They're available in 16-inch, 13/7 pin and weld, and 10.5 pistol or SBR. So the 16-inch without the optic and suppressor on it comes in at 6.8 pounds. The 13.7 comes in at 6.7 pounds. And the 10.5-inch pistol comes in at 5.7 pounds. In the end, what you end up with is a VKTR Industries VK-1, which we truly believe is a game-changing package for the end user. Being able to take it out of the box, shoot it the way it is, not have to mess with anything, and just every day go out and have it function and be reliable. If you want to know more about it, go visit www.vktrind.com and head out to your local gun store and feel the difference.